Hey y'all, welcome to Mystic Hand Tarot's special glitter on my face edition of the weekly tarot forecast for the week of May 10th through 16th, 2021. I am Rachel Moon, and before we get started with the main messages, I would like to share some astrology updates from Jasmine V Astrology in Flagstaff, Arizona. So tomorrow, the 11th, we will be experiencing the new moon in Taurus. And this is going to be a great time for introspection, especially with regard to our values, our concepts of pleasure and comfort, and our self-worth. It's a great time for setting intentions, looking within, going into the subconscious realm, perhaps with shadow work. And of course, we are still also moving through Pluto retrograde until September. So shadow work is highlighted for us right now. So, a lot of introspection with this new moon in Taurus and moving through these different transits, as well as approaching eclipse season on May 26th. So make sure you're getting a lot of rest this week, taking care of yourself, really investing in your self-care, in self-reflection, and taking care of your needs, as well as being loving and kind to those around you. Something that will encourage that loving kindness towards other people. We have Jupiter in Pisces coming up on the 13th, Thursday, and this is a great time for compassion and intuition. Jupiter is very much at home in Pisces and was actually the ruler of the sign Pisces before Neptune was discovered. So there's a lot of complementary energy there, and this will expand our sense of compassion, our ability to have faith in our path, faith in the process of life, as well as our connection with our intuitions. So really good stuff coming up. Lots of opportunity for self-reflection. So again, make sure you're getting good rest. This could be a time of a lot of things being stirred up. And so yeah, make sure you're getting good rest, taking care of yourself. And to introduce these cards that we will be using for our main messages on love and life purpose, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot for the main messages, as well as the Piotnik Lenormand, which I neglected to remove from its little sheath here. So here they are. And then we have the Romance Angels, of course, for those messages on love. And Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle for the messages on life purpose. And for our new moon message, I will be pulling a card from Messages from Your Spirit Animal Guides Oracle deck to see what the new moon's energy holds for us, what messages we have to guide us through this time. And before we hit on those main messages, we have items of choice to be meditated on. So for our first item of choice, we have this fake rosebud here. This is Silk Flower Rosebud. If you are drawn to this rosebud, then your cards will be with it. We also have this rose gold coffee mug. It's a little enamel pin. If you are drawn to the rose gold coffee mug, then your cards will be with it. And we have this 3-flower barrette bobby pin hair clip. If you are drawn to this lovely little 3-flower hair clip, then your cards will be with it. I'm looking forward to having my things out of storage. This glitter was inspired by the idea that I just don't have any jewelry or special outfits or anything to share in terms of my appearance on this, other than, of course, just my face and my hair and my everything. But I miss my costumes. I miss my stuff, you guys. I can't wait to be not in transition anymore. But hey, that's what it's all about right now. We got Pluto retrograde. We got eclipse season coming up. Lots of change. Lots of transition. I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I hear from a lot of fans, a lot of people, and a lot of friends. We're all going through it together, and thank goodness we're not alone, right? All right, so let's go ahead. We will shuffle these cards up, and we will get our messages for love and life purpose for this week, May 10th through 16th. My guides and yours are here to assist us in this process. The best for all those involved and the highest good will be reflected in the cards. And I ask for truth to be spoken and guidance to be delivered for all those watching this video today. And so it is. And this card at the top of the deck is our card for love this week, and we have the Daughter of Cups reversed. So this is an energy of, again, I feel looking within. There is an inward turning element of the cards when they are in reverse sometimes, and I feel that with this card, especially when we are talking about Taurus in the new moon, because Taurus being ruled by Venus, it has an emotional component to it. And then the Daughter of Cups is an emotional suit. It's an emotional card. So especially with this Daughter of Cups reversed, there is a need to check in with the inner child around your relationships right now, around your connections to other people, around how your relationships are playing out. Did something happen in your past, in your childhood, that informs the way that you show up in relationship right now? Did something happen in your past, in your childhood, that is driving some negative behaviors or some negative attachments or some ways that you draw people into your life? The types of people that are showing up in your life, do they reflect some of those things that were negative in your childhood or positive? It could go either way, but I'm kind of feeling like because this card is in reverse, there may be some dysfunction that is playing out in your relationships right now. And again, this doesn't mean you're in a toxic relationship or that you've drawn toxic people to you, but there may be some behaviors and choices that you're making that are not supported by love, but perhaps by fear, and causing you to act out in relationship or choose certain types of people or align yourself with certain behaviors and choices that do not really suit you, that do not suit your higher self, that don't go along with your higher potential and your best self. So we'll see what else we can add to this from the Piatnik Lenormand to get a little more expansion on that idea. What would you like to add to this Daughter of Cups reversed, Lenormand? This card at the top of the deck. Interesting. So this is a gift. This is something in your inner child is trying to give you a gift right now. So even if it is a negative thing, even if you're realizing, okay, I'm attached to certain types of people because I was abused as a child or neglected as a child, or I didn't get all the opportunities I wanted, or I have these resentments that I needed to clean up from a childhood experience. That's a gift for your healing. That's a gift for healing your relationship. That's a gift for healing the relationships that you have down the line. If, let's say, you do discover you're not in the right relationship right now, that you have to leave, that this isn't serving your highest good, that it's not supporting your healing or your best self showing up, then look at it as a gift. It's not going to be easy. It's not like somebody said, here's $1 million, just go out in the world and get yourself some security and figure some stuff out. No, it may not be like roses and chocolates and all the fun things that you want. And I know there's some toxic elements to saying things happen for a reason. I'm not trying to force this idea that, hey, this is great, all this bullshit that's going on in your love life or in your friendships or in your family relationships. But it is the manure that you will spread on the garden of your soul to grow into the stylish, amazing, beautiful, wonderful, passionate human being that you already are, but you've been dimming that light, right? I mean, can you see the candles? These are going to get lit when you realize, oh my gosh, this gift that my inner child is trying to give me, is trying to point me towards that thing that I need to work on, that thing that I need to heal, that thing that I've covered up for so long that I said, it's okay, I don't really need that. It's okay how they treat me. I deserve it. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. Worth. We're talking worth on this new moon in Taurus. So where are you hiding your worth? Where are you hiding your light? Where are you saying, it's okay, they can do whatever they want? I mean, everybody's got free will, right? Well, you've got free will to walk away, right? You do. And it's hard. It's not easy. I'm not saying, hey, I did it and look at me. I'm not crying. Psh. Anyway, it's not easy. But I applaud you if you stand up and you say, I'm done with this habit. I'm done with these choices. I'm done with this relationship. I'm done with this person. I don't need that anymore because I love myself enough. That's your gift. All right, let's see what the Romance Angels wants to add to that. Just had one drop into my lap, and I'm going to say that's that. Worth waiting for. So yes, the relationship that you want in your life, whether it's to stay in this relationship that you're in and work on it, whether it's to get to be single for a little while, whether it's to, say, okay, I'm brave enough to take the steps towards this person who has been showing up for me lately, or that I met on, the dating app or whatever it is. It is worth waiting for that pleasure of being in divine alignment with your soul's needs, your deeper wants, your inner child's message to you. It is worth waiting for all that healing to occur to get to be with that person that's really going to reflect love back to you, the love within you. Because we all of us, we're always getting that love within us reflected back to us all the time. But if we are saying to ourselves all the time, I'm not worth it, I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes, I don't see that I have the power to do anything to change my life, then yeah, that's what you're going to get in relationships. And it's unfortunate. But when we wake up to what's really going on, that's our gift. And it's worth waiting to get to that place where you feel ready, where you feel confident, where you've worked on those things. It's worth going through all of that to build yourself up, to get yourself confidence where it needs to be. It's worth it. So the angels, our guides, our higher selves, they're letting us know what we're doing right now and reflecting on within ourselves. It's a gift. It's worth doing, and it's worth going through it. It's worth waiting to see what's on the other side of that. Beautiful. All right. Now we have cut the deck. And this card at the top of the deck is our card for life purpose this week. And we have the Mother of Cups. Very interesting. Mother and daughter showing up for us. So there may be some connection between our life purpose, what's going on in our life purpose this week, as well as what's going on in our love life this week. And hey, if our inner child is calling us to do some work, if our inner child is saying, hey, it's worth waiting to get into a relationship, do that work. It's worth waiting to see what happens. If I keep working on this, I don't just throw the relationship away. It's worth waiting to see if this person's right for me or not. I'd rather not sleep with them right now. Or whatever you're working on, whatever that worth waiting for is. That's going to reflect in your life purpose. Because you're showing up as the mother of that inner child. You're saying, I'm going to take responsibility for myself, for my emotions, for how I feel. That's your life purpose this week. That's a part of your life purpose throughout all your life. To show up as that inner mother for your inner child. To love on yourself. to show up and be that strength for yourself. Because when you do, when you show up for yourself, when you put your oxygen mask on first, then you can put the oxygen mask on your buddy, on your neighbor, on your best friend, on your lover, on your husband, your wife, whoever it is. But you've got to do you first. Because if you don't, you're just going to be sitting there gasping for air while everybody else is breathing. And you're just drowning in whatever, CO2, I don't know. So let's see. What else can we add to this message? I'm on fire. It's just so exciting when things like this happen, because it's not always the case that they feel aligned, but when they do, this life purpose and love part of our reading, it's tasty, juicy. All right. So, all right, this card is our card. Sweetheart. Be your own love of your life. Be your own love of your life. That's what this Mother of Cups is doing for you. This is divine feminine energy that you're aligning with. So, okay, this is you being creative. This is you digging into that creative self. This is you in that Jupiter Pisces energy, really feeling that intuition, that insight, that compassion, that faith, because that is all divine feminine. So your life purpose this week is really helping you to align yourself with the divine feminine within, to strengthen the divine feminine in your life, to be a true mother to that inner child, and to show up as the love of your own life. And you can do that if you're married. You can do that if you're partnered. You can do that if you're single. You can do that if you're divorced. You can show up as the love of your life anytime, anywhere, any era of your experience. And it is a gift. Love it. All right. What do we got from Miss Mildred today? Okay. Dragon. Yes, be that fierce mother. Be that fierce mother. This is also your creativity, because we got the 84. 8 plus 4 being 12. 1 plus 2 being 3. Creative spark. This is also the Ascended Masters wanting to work with you. And what Ascended Masters might be of divine feminine energy. We can think of, the first one that comes to mind is Mother Teresa, but I know there's controversy around her, and some people don't like her as a divine source of energy. But we all, anyone who has come here as a teacher in human form, has both dark and light. You cannot separate it out. You can't say, oh, look at Gandhi. He was so all light, all light, all light. No, he wasn't. And neither was Martin Luther King. And neither was Jim Henson. And neither was Terence McKenna. And neither was any of these other people that I myself personally would hold as divine, higher source energy people. People that came to this earth with a message. People that came to this earth as teachers. They all have a dark side. And that's part of what they've come to teach, that we are whole humans. So be a whole human. You can be soft and you can be hard at the same time. It's about flow. It's about energy. You know, water is soft and hard. It can be ice and it can be water. It can be vapor. So embody all that there is to be in this human form. Love yourself. Tune in with yourself. Be the love of your life. This is part of your journey this week in your life purpose. This is not just this week. This is your whole life journey. You've got to show up for yourself. You've got to love yourself. And you have got to be fierce for yourself. Boundaries. This is boundaries. This is taking action. This is not letting anybody pull the wool over your eyes and tell you, oh, it's okay, I can just be toxic and narcissistic and it's all good, man. No, it's not. Get those people out of your life. They don't deserve you. Nah. That's what you say to them. That's the dragon. Don't let those toxic people fool you. They need to heal too. But you can't show up like this for them because it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. They're always going to want take, 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 take. So they have to do their stuff. They have to put their oxygen mask on. Stop putting their oxygen mask on for them. You do you. All right. Thanks for going along with that little rant. I am fired up. This energy, this is great. This is great energy for this week. I'm very excited. Very excited. All right. Let's see what the new moon in Taurus holds for us. What wisdom do these animal spirit guides have to share for this new moon in Taurus, Tuesday, the 11th of May? This card at the top of the deck is our card. We have the Elk. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect you deserve. Does this sound like a theme, you guys? I think there is a theme happening. So yes, we are putting our oxygen mask on first. We are taking care of us. And that's going to draw those right relationships to us. That's going to bring out the best in our partners. That's going to bring out the best in our families. When we heal ourselves, we heal our ancestors. We heal our ancestral line. I've noticed in my own personal life that the more work I do on myself, the people in my life, I see them differently. They're different people to me, and I see them going for those things that they want. And those people that aren't going to do the work on themselves, that aren't going to show up and try to be in proper alignment with their higher self, those people, they just leave. They just fade out. They're no longer there. They go on their own path, doing their own thing. And hopefully, I pray they will find their way towards their higher selves, their highest potential, and their best gifts for themselves. But it is not my business what they do anymore. And it's not my business what the people that I love do. I mean, I want to be there for them. I want to show up for them. I want to say, hey, good for you. You're doing the right things. You're taking care of yourself. You're being a powerful being of light. You're tuning in with your truth. But it's not my responsibility to do anything about it. I can listen. I can cheer them on. I can say, hey, how do you need my help? How can I help you? How can I be in partnership with you? How can I be in alignment for you? But I have to show up for me first, or else I'm just garbage to them. I'm nothing. I can't do anything if I'm sitting here an empty vessel, just pouring more and more and more out. So that's what Elk is trying to tell us. You do you. You show up for you, and it'll just flow. Giving to others will just flow. Being there for others will just flow. And you'll know if you're being selfish, or if you're really just saying, okay, I got to take a step back. I got to take care of me. I got to be here for me right now. I'm drained. You'll know. If you are conscious, if you are present, if you are in tune with your higher self, you will know if you're being selfish or if you're in fact just needing that time to do you. Some good stuff. All right, let me get a little swiggy of water and we'll do our cards of choice. All right, so, sparkle. Okay. We've got the Rosebud, and our cards of choice today are coming from the English Magic Tarot. So for those of you who chose the Rosebud today, we have the Fool and the Axe. So don't take things too serious today or this week, but make sure you're taking an axe with you to cut the bullshit out of your life. This is about cutting the cords to those people that no longer serve your highest good. This is about getting all that stuff out of your way. This could be you cutting some things out of your own personal experience, having nothing to do with relationships or other people, but just, oh, you know what? I got some bad habits. I'm ready to just cut those cords too. I'm ready to cut the cords to those beliefs that say I'm not worth anything. I'm ready to cut the cords to those beliefs that say there's some weird conspiracy out there that's holding me back personally. I'm cutting those cords to, those people in my life that want a vampire off of me. But I'm going to do it with a smile on my face, a song in my heart, and a spring in my step. Because it's not worth it to get freaking angry and resentful when I'm letting go of the past. But if you do have anger and resentment come up, you got to process it. You got to deal with it. There are new beginnings on the way. So don't carry that resentment with you. Don't let anything be in that satchel but the best things that you've got to take. Cut all the other stuff out. And we got an 11 here, which is saying partner with your divine self. Partner with your highest good. Partner with that source energy represented by the 0 of the Fool. Because that is your new beginning. Alrighty, now we've got the rose gold coffee mug pinback button here, or whatnot, little, I don't know what you call those, enamel button. And we have Temperance and the Sun, Temperance reversed and the Sun. So there may be some emotion right now for you. You may be really feeling submerged in emotion this week, and it's possible that if you are a water sign or a Pisces or someone who's a very sensitive person, that this new moon in Taurus along with Jupiter moving into Pisces could be an emotional time for you. But there's also hope. There's also manifestation of those beautiful, abundant things that you have been dreaming of in your life with the Sun coming up for you today, this week. So process those emotions. Recognize sometimes we can't always be in complete and total balance because, again, we are human beings. We're messy. We're not perfect. We screw up. We take alternate paths when we know we should be on this path. Just get back on it. Take good care of yourself. Be responsible. Recognize when you're not in your lane, when you're not on the path. Get back on it because the Sun is guiding you this week. The Sun is saying, hey, I know you're feeling sensitive. I know you're feeling sad. I know you're feeling a little bit submerged in some weirdness. But there's a lot of good. There's a lot to be grateful for. And if we go back to the main messages, there is a gift in all of this for you. And again, I'm not trying to bring this toxic positivity of saying like, everything happens for a reason, although it is my personal belief for me in my life, everything does happen to me for a reason. And I may be singing a different song when something really bad happens, although I'm just not going to say anything else there. But, I do feel that if we can find a lesson in what is happening for us, if we can find why a horrible, terrible, awful thing happened, or why we're experiencing depression, or why we're experiencing some heaviness, and turn it into our power, because that's another part of it. It's like, anyway, I've learned a lot in my own challenges that what I've gone through is something that I'm bringing to you to learn about myself so that I can give my gifts to other people. And I just want to inspire people to do that. And I just want to bring everybody to love. Because for me, that's what's most powerful in the world. There's nothing more powerful than love. That's my preach for the day. And we have this 3 flowers barrette. If you have chosen that, then what cards are yours here? We have the 2 of Wands reversed and the Arrow. You are both feeling you have a lack of direction as well as being directed. And it's entirely possible that you think you don't have direction when in fact your more subtle self is saying to you, there is a new beginning. There is a direction to take. Maybe you don't want to take that direction. Maybe you're hemming and hawing about that direction because this is also a card of decision making. And with it in the reverse, you may be saying, I don't want to make that decision. Or, oh, there's too many choices and I just don't know which one's the one. But your intuition has the answer for you. Which direction to take for that new beginning, it's inside of you. So dig deep for that. It is coming to your conscious mind. It will be apparent to you the longer you allow yourself to be in silence and meditate on the possibilities, meditate on the decision you have to make, meditate on what direction do I need to go when I don't know what direction to take. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. If you would like to join me on Patreon, I am at patreon.com/mystichandtarot. I have tiers from $1 to $50 and lots of wonderful things in between for all those tiers. So please check me out there. And you can also find me at mystichandtarot.com. That is my website, and you can sign up for my email list where you can have this wonderful weekly forecast delivered to you every Monday morning in your email box with a newsletter including the astrology for the week and some other fun little tidbits. Sometimes I put music in there, sometimes I put articles in there, sometimes I put offers in there. Still working on some of those offers, but so glad to have this community. So glad to have you here, whether you're on my email list or whether you're just finding me on YouTube and you're just like, this lady has glitter on her face. I don't know what to think about this. It's sort of weird. Welcome. Welcome to the weird. All right. Thanks for being here. Thanks for enjoying this. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a heart. Give it any kind of love and appreciation and comment that you would have for me. But if you have a nasty thing to say, you can take it elsewhere. Nobody ever says anything nasty. Y'all are great. Anyway, I love you. I'm so appreciative of my community. I'm so appreciative of newcomers. I'm so appreciative of people everywhere in the world who are sharing love and sharing good energy and sharing positivity and sharing their artwork and music. That's what makes this world great, truly. And please come back and see me again. I will be here again next week. Thanks for your time and your love, and I will see you in the future. Peace.